Is it time to rethink emotional intelligence? I am Ina and this is Shift Happens. I am especially passionate about emotional intelligence because I have always prided myself in being a left-brain person, a rationalist. And I struggled earlier in my career when it came to emotions. Whenever I heard anything relating to emotional intelligence or emotions, I thought that was something for, softies, which I, of course, did not categorize myself as one. I realize now that there was a good reason for it. If we go by the most common definitions of emotional intelligence, let's say Goleman's definition, for example, emotional intelligence is explained as the ability to identify, assess, and control one's emotions, the emotions of others, and that of groups. This makes emotions sound like a madman on a loose who needs to be identified, assessed, brought back to the madhouse where he can be kept under control and out of danger to others. I have discovered that emotions are something much more fascinating than some involuntary mental state brought on by some undesirable or mysterious chemical alteration in our bodies. Much more than just the byproducts of our thoughts or experiences. Think about it. What do states such as flow, peak states, bliss, ecstatic states, those transcendent conditions, neurobiological bungee jumps which jolt us out of the mundane, out of our existential crisis, out of our anxieties and depressions, those conditions where time dilates and the mind expands, the colorfulness and richness of life become so palpable. What do these conditions have in common? At the heart of all of those states is something that we collectively define as emotion. Joy, rapture, excitement, grace, zen, gratitude, those are feelings. They accompany those states. They seem to be even defining those states. I even would go as far as to say that they fuel them. People may forget what you say, but they will never forget how you made them feel. This quote is memorable for a reason. It is those states, the flow states, the awe states, the ecstasy, the peak, the ultimate happiness states. They're memorable exactly for that specific reason. We never forget them exactly because of how they made us feel. So whilst I agree that emotions are an intelligence, maybe even a technology, I believe it's time to revisit our definition of emotional intelligence, especially of use of emotions as soft. Imagine that we were to do as the definitions imply, that we would limit ourselves to simply identifying, assessing, and controlling our emotions, instead of surrendering to them, instead of letting them overcome and overtake us, instead of letting them skyrocket us into a different state of being. There would be no flow state, no peak experiences, no ecstatic states, no innovation, no creativity. Those states would simply not have room to occur in our otherwise preoccupied mind. Where is the intelligence in that? Emotions, my friends, are transcendence machines. So you see, perhaps emotional intelligence is not at all about controlling emotions, but about liberating them. Not about identifying them, but about cultivating them. Not about assessing emotions, but about captivating them. Is it time to redefine emotional intelligence? Is it time to resurrect emotions to their rightful status of bioneurological technologies, which have the ability and the power to transform us, reprogram us? And is emotional intelligence perhaps about our ability to surrender to the power of emotions, the ability to cultivate and nurture emotions? I look forward to hearing your views on this matter and to seeing you, of course, in the next episode.